my fellow YouTubers? Mad Caddy here, back again with another video. Today we're going to be doing a coolant flush and thermostat change on a 2008 Cadillac STS with the longitudinal northstar. All I see videos of is the sideways. I know it's very similar, but the thing is, I don't want to have to guess. So I'm going to make this video now that I'm about to do it, so I can help anybody with the longitudinal northstar, so you can just get right to it. Alright, the first things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to remove the engine cover and that little front piece right there. Not too hard, just pop a few clamps here and there, and unscrew your oil cap and your power steering oil cap. And then screw those back on, because you don't want anything to get up in there. Then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to remove the intake tubing. We're going to pop, loosen these up, pop this off, and that's going to give us access to the thermostat housing, which, if I'm correct, is right there, but I'm pretty sure it's right there. So we'll come back in a moment and see what we got. Now we're just going to be removing the two flathead screws to get rid of the intake tube. All you do is loosen them up enough, and it's going to slide right off. Oh, don't forget, you want this return line, you want to pop that off out of your intake. You might have a little oil in it, but that that feeds back into your intake, so just be a little careful when you pull it off. You don't want to break it. So pull up on the intake tube and then pull off. Bam, now that's out the way, and that's all that I'm talking about that comes out of your valve cover and it goes back into the engine. And that's when you get an oil catch can, but that's for another video, So this is a different part of the process. Now we're going to actually, because I'm doing a full flush, refill, and thermostat change, I'm actually going to drain it. Then I'm going to go in and change the thermostat. So the next step in my case will be to go into the car. The petcock is on the left side or the passenger side of the vehicle. You're going to need a pair of pliers, and you're going to get under here. I'm going to bring you guys under with me. And you're just going to get a pan that you can use, that you can dispose of to catch the coolant. You do not want this stuff to drain into the street or into the environment, because it will kill animals, etc., etc. So you're going to come under here. The drain petcock is right there, passenger side of the vehicle, left side if you're facing the vehicle, but for easier terms, the passenger side. Now what you're going to do is, now the coolant is still kind of warm, but that's not a problem. What you're going to do is you're going to want to grab your pliers, and you're going to want to turn downwards, okay? And once you turn downwards, it should start flowing out eventually. Be very, very careful. There we go. I can feel it. There it goes. Okay, now this is where you gather your things. Your choice of coolant, Dexcool, 50/50. I've never had a problem with Dexcool. I know people have, but so far so good with Dexcool. So I just run it and be done. Distilled water. Why distilled water? Because distilled water doesn't have the minerals that, let's say, hose pipe water, tap water, or just regular water would have. Distilled water is, I guess you can say, in its purest form. So it's a lot cleaner for the system, so it doesn't build up and cause, cloggings and stuff like that. A flushing cleaner of your choice. How about Prestone? I'm going to run that with the distilled water, and then that's when we'll do the cycle. I'll explain that in a minute. This is not necessary. I just bought it. It was cheap, so I was like, I bought it, and if I decide to use it, I'll use it. If I don't, I don't, but I'll have it. Not necessary, but you can get it. It's a Prestone flush and fill kit. Fits most cars. So coolant, distilled water, and your choice of flush / cleaner. My new thermostat right here, AC Delco. Got it off of either eBay or from GM Parts Direct. I'm pretty sure I got it off of eBay though. So I have that. Well, that's it for now. It has fully drained. It did make a little bit of mess, but I'll take care of that. I'm going to dispose of that properly, and we're going to get on to removing the thermostat. Alright, so now we're trying to work this top pipe off to get to the lower coolant pipe where the thermostat is housed. The easiest way I'm finding, I've tried quite a few things, but the easiest way I found is to get a pair of lock pliers and have it hold the clamp down. It will open so you can grab on it, and while it's holding it, you can take a pair of needle nose or something that can pry, and while you pull, you kind of nudge the pliers, you know, against the rubber to help push it off, because it's on there pretty damn good. So I almost got it off. Let's see what we can get. We get it finalized. Whew. There we go. And it's off. As you can see, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there's quite a bit of corrosion and, you know, buildup on this little piece. None inside, which is good, but on the outside, yes. So when you put the clamp back on, I suggest, you know, clean all of this stuff off. It didn't leak or anything, but, you know, clean all of this gunk and stuff off of the hoses, and you should be good to go. Next time you go to take it off, it should be a lot easier. All right, so we can release and move this out of the way. All right, guys. After we got that hose off, gained you access to that last one of 3 10mm bolts. They all look like this. 1, 2, 3. Easy to get to. The last one that was under here, the easiest way to get to that one, I recommend you get a 3/8 extension, a little short one like that, and then you put on your 10mm socket. But for the other ones, you have to use, you know, a regular, I think this is a 2-inch extension. And once you do that, it's kind of bonded to it, but all you got to do is, you know, peel it off slowly, and voila, the thermostat is right there. So I'm pretty sure all you got to do is just pull that out, put the new one in. Oh, sorry. All you got to do is pull that one out, put the new one in, put some force behind it because it's coming off with a seal. There we go. And that is the old failed thermostat. Let's go grab the new one. Once again, AC Delco. Check to make sure the part is identical. Your breather valve. Identical parts. So let's go ahead and put this new one in. Get you guys in. Alrighty. Alright. You're gonna have to remove the seal from the housing. Be very careful. You do not want to break it. What you're gonna do is, basically, you can just stretch it a little bit and get it in between the rings, and that's all there is to it. Make sure it's facing the right way. All you're gonna do is you're gonna pop it back into the housing. Make sure it's seated properly. You do not want any kinks. Then you will have a coolant leak from your thermostat, and you have to do it again, you know? Alright. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your pet cop and you're gonna screw it back on. Not too tight. You don't want to break it. On some vehicles, these things are quite sensitive. Luckily, Cadillac put a solid one on this one. Cool, nice and snug. Now, fun part. You're gonna take your first jug of distilled water. Make sure all your coolant pipes are back on if you decided to do a thermostat change while you were flushing the coolant. Once you do that, you're gonna want to get a funnel. I think I have one in my trunk. If you have the funnel of your choice, you're gonna take your distilled water and you're gonna fill it on up.